Well, hello, beautiful people. Just a very quick update from my long run on Sunday. I really wanted to do at least 9 miles on Sunday. And unfortunately, I only managed 8.5. Now, the reason behind that was my own fault, obviously, because it would be. But I didn't leave the house to start the run until 8-ish. And obviously because it's such a long run that I had planned, I knew it was going to take me, 2.25, 2.5 hours. And basically I left the house too late, because by the time I got to, say, the 7.5 mile, maybe even a little bit before, the heat of the day had started to kick in. We are experiencing some extreme heat at the moment, and temperatures are reaching the high 80s, low 90s. So really it's a little bit difficult to run in that type of temperature. So I was really starting to flag a little bit, and I obviously wanted to do the 8 miles as a minimum because that's what I had done the previous week, but I also wanted to beat that. So I pushed myself a little bit further and I did the 8.5 miles, but it was a real struggle with the heat. And I think I did sort of give myself a little bit of heat stroke as well. Again, my own fault. I just had a really bad headache for the rest of the day that just wouldn't shift. I did obviously hydrate myself as quickly as I could, and I tried to stay hydrated for the rest of the day, but the headache just wouldn't shift. So I think that was a little bit of heat stroke kicking in. So I think really next week I have to get my butt out of bed a little bit earlier and hit the street, so to speak, a little bit earlier. So I'm going to try and get out for like 6:37 at the latest next week, and see if that just helps a little bit. This week there wasn't even a little bit of a breeze coming through, so it was a real struggle, and it was painful. But yeah, at least I did 8.5 miles. Not what I wanted to do, but I've just got to push myself a little bit further next week. So next Sunday, I've actually got 4 Sundays left before the run, the 13.1 half marathon. But week 4 is actually the half marathon. So I've really got 3 weeks left of running. And I know I shouldn't really run a huge long distance the week before. Also, I've been told. Now, if any of you know any different to that and you think I'm okay to do a longer run the week before, please let me know down in the comments, and so I can obviously just push myself a little bit further the following week or on that last week. Because so far, I have my little plan. But my plan next week would be to do the 10 miles. So obviously I want to do 9 this week, and then I did want to do 10 next week. So I'm just going to still try and push myself and do the 10. So hopefully by going out a little bit earlier, that will help. So next week, I'm going to do 10 miles. The week after, which will be Sunday the 16th, I'm going to hope to do 12 miles. And then the week before the run, which will be Sunday the 23rd, I'm just going to go and do a 5K. Now, I might do that on the Saturday and go down to Claremont again, to the running park, but we'll just see how that goes. But so like I say, if you think anyone out there who's a runner who knows whether it's okay or not to run a longer race before, please let me know, and then I can maybe push myself a little bit further. But I'm hoping if I can get to do the 12 miles, that I think I should be able to do the last 1.1 miles, hopefully. I don't really want to get up to the 13 miles because I want it to be a little bit of an achievement to actually finish and to do the full 13.1 miles. So that's basically my plan, and I'm going to try and stick to it. I will try and get out, like I say, a little bit earlier next week, and hopefully that will help so it won't be as hot. And we'll just see how that goes. I mean, it's even by 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning, it's already in the, the low to mid 70s. So I know on the race day I've got to run at, you know, the full time regardless of what the temperature is going to be, but at least it's a 6:15 a.m. start. So hopefully that means you sort of finish around, you know, well, for me probably 10-ish. I'm sort of planning on 3.5 hours if I can. So yeah, we'll see how that goes next week. I'll try and get out earlier, try and get the 10 miles in. I do think that if it wasn't for the heat, I think I would have been able to do it. It was just purely the heat for me. It got too much. So I'm gonna try a little bit harder, get out of bed, and get out earlier. So I will update you again during the week with usual weights and measures. I did actually weigh myself on Sunday when I came in from the race, and my run, and according to my scales, I'd lost a fair bit of weight, but I think that was just obviously from all of the sweat and because I was just, so I know it's not a honest reading as such. So Tuesday will be the proper one. That's when I normally do my weights and measures. So I'll update you again then, and we'll see how this all goes next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get this done. Like I say, I go through peaks and troughs of, I could do this, oh crap, I could do this, oh crap. And I'm sort of in between at the moment, which isn't too bad. I'm not in a, yeah, I could do this, but I'm also not in a, oh crap type of place. So hopefully next week will be better. So let's see how this goes. We'll see how the week goes, and yeah, let's get this thing done. So have a great week, everyone, and I will speak to you during the week. Bye-bye for now.